This is the main event of the night. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Championship of the World. Introducing, in the blue corner, fighting out of Catskill, New York, weighing 221 and 1/4 pounds. He is undefeated in his professional career with 27 wins, no defeats, 25 KOs. He is the challenger, Mike Tyson. And in the red corner, formerly of Jamaica, now fighting out of Miami, Florida, weighing 218 and 1/2 pounds. His professional record consists of 31 wins, 4 defeats, 1 draw, and 23 KOs. He is the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Trevor Berbick.
Both of you. Now listen, if you get in close and I tell you to brace and stop punching and step back clean. Any questions from the challenger, keep second. Any questions from the champion, or keep second? All right, let's get it on. Come on.
The key in this fight for Tyson is to be patiently aggressive, not to fling himself into clinches as he has done. The key for Berbick, in my judgment, is to hold him off and smother Tyson and hope for a long fight that wears him out.
Berbick says it's imperative he keeps his man in the middle of the ring. He says Tyson will not push me back like he's pushed other fighters back, and I'll push him back. And I think therein is another key to this fight, Ray. If Berbick can push Tyson back, easier said than done, but if he can, then he can be in the hunt.
Well, I feel is imperative for both fighters to keep those hands high.
Both wearing black, Berbick with the high black stockings. Left hook, Tyson.
What's Berbick's trying to do? He's trying to overpower Mike Tyson. And he's abandoning doing what he normally does best, and that is to use his whole body, to use those broad shoulders.
That was a big right hand by Tyson. This crowd is right into this fight, right at the bell.
I would not be surprised when these guys go down, because they're throwing big shots, and both fighters are a little cold, a little stiff here. Real tight.
Right hand, Tyson, and a left behind it. Berbick, as he told us he would, trying to go to the uppercut, so far ineffectively. Big right hand, Tyson.
Tyson has to be patient, as Larry stated, because he's fighting a guy that's been in the ring with top caliber fighters. So he knows how to get a breather in, get that second wind going.
Another big left hook by Tyson. I mentioned this earlier, but Tyson's punches even sound different than most heavyweights.
That was an attempt at the uppercut by Mike Tyson. It wasn't a clean shot. Trevor appears to be trying to keep Tyson backing up, making him fight his fight.
Another good left hand by Tyson, and a right behind it, and Berbick is rocked. Berbick in trouble here. Berbick just trying to get through the round. He's hurt, no question.
That was a big, big round for Mike Tyson, not only because he showed he had faster hands and beat Berbick to the punch, but because he did show the patient aggressiveness that we talked about earlier.
Where's the fucking spike? He have it. Lee have the spike. No, you fight like a...
Always coming forward, Tyson. And the punches are short because he's coming forward and harder to see. We have to remember that Trevor Berbick has never been hit by punches as hard as he's being hit in this fight. And you'd never know how a man is going to respond to that.
Stay very calm. Look to place the body shot first, then the head. Look, wait now.
Tyson is everything that people could have hoped for in that round.
Trevor Berbick, we should point out, has been down twice. There's another big shot by Tyson. Berbick in a heap of trouble. Down he goes.
The punches are coming in such a succession that Berbick can't deal with them. They're short, powerful, devastating punches.
Berbick is still hurt. Trevor Berbick still seems to be not on solid legs at all here, Ray.
Well, again, you notice that my man's being patient. Tyson's being very, very patient, which was a big concern from a lot of other boxing people. He's being patient against a guy that has a great deal of experience. He's not wasting any punches.
Trying to tie Mike Tyson up here, just kind of hang on and get the cobwebs out. Oh, another big right hand, and Berbick is in trouble again.
Tyson is perpetual motion, and the reason he's so dangerous, Brad, because he continues to throw those punches. One thing I've noticed in Tyson, he actually turns southpaw because he can knock you out with either hand. He has good leverage because he keeps his balance.
He missed with that uppercut, but didn't miss by much. A right to the body and an uppercut to the head, and Berbick is down. This one is going to be over, I believe. It's over. That's all, and we have a new era in boxing.
Mike Tyson fought as perfect a fight as a man of his type of ability could possibly fight. He fought a very strong man, an experienced man. He was unfazed by the magnitude of the event. There is no praise high enough for Mike Tyson for fulfilling all of boxing's hopes for what he's done here.
Amen. Well, that is just as complete a victory as I can remember seeing in the years I've done this sport.
Well, it makes you speechless because of the way that Tyson demonstrated his talent. Here's the right hand that put Trevor Berbick in a great deal of trouble, and here's the first knockdown. Again, another looping right hand, and Tyson punches very well with both hands. It was a good display of punching power by Mike Tyson.
And again, just to underscore the theme that Larry Merchant said,
well, the final knockdown, we didn't see that beautiful uppercut too often. In fact, Tyson didn't need it. But it was a short left hook that did away with Trevor Berbick.
Just tremendous shots and very quick hand speed. He set up the last knockdown with a shot to the body and came right back behind it. And you could see at this point that Trevor Berbick was not about to get back up.
to understand the puncher power of Mike Tyson, all you have to do is watch this replay, and Trevor Berbick has a very durable chin. He has never been hit that hard, that often by any fighter.
Here's another look at it. Watch the shot to the body. There it is. Missed with that right hand.
It's such a short left uppercut, left hook, I'm sorry. And it was a one-punch knockout pretty much. It was not accumulation of punches.
Just devastating punches. But again, as I started to say, to underscore the theme of this fight, as Larry Merchant mentioned, patience. It was a different Mike Tyson than we saw. He just tried to overpower people before, run at him, and just be bigger and stronger and faster. But tonight, I didn't see him waste too many punches at all.
Well, Tyson knew, I think he knew what to expect from Trevor Berbick. He felt that Berbick was somewhat crafty and very slick inside. But Mike Tyson did what Mike Tyson normally does, and that's fight.
Yeah, and he does. That's with a capital F also. Well, I don't, he just answered all the critics. Not that he had that many critics to begin with, but the questions that we talked about, is it too much too soon? He really hasn't fought a named talent. Well, that will no longer be talked about, I'm sure. We will talk more about it, however. But right now, let's go up to the ring announcer, Chuck Hall. We'll get the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mills Lane stops the bout at 2 minutes, 35 seconds of the second round. The winner by a TKO and youngest and new WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Michael Tyson.
So Mike Tyson, the youngest heavyweight champion in history at 20 years, 4 months, 22 days. What a victory for him tonight. The thought that I had as Mills Lane was counting out Trevor Berbick was, what must Michael Spinks be thinking at this point?
Well, he knows fully well there is a monster lurking somewhere out there in the boxing ring. And Tyson being the, youngest heavyweight. For my son, Ray, he's 13 today. Happy birthday, son. I'll be home tomorrow. God bless you.
That's right. I was going to say that, didn't get to it because of the second round. In fact, that may finish second to the fact that Eddie Murphy, who's here, phoned Little Ray. Little Ray isn't so little anymore, I got to point out to you. Not the same kid you saw in those commercials. But for Mike Tyson, not exactly little Mike either, 221 pounds. He's a guy who you feel now, he's not just going to say, okay, I'm the champion and just let up. Let's go up to the ring right now. Larry Merchant is with the new heavyweight champion. Larry?
Mike Tyson, 20 years old, a heavyweight champion. How does it feel to be wearing this belt?
Well, it's the moment I waited for all my life since I started the game of boxing. And as everyone said, that Berbick didn't have a chance. Berbick was very tough, very strong. It's like very strong. I was never expecting him to be strong like that. I knew he was strong, but I didn't expect him to be as strong as me. And he was very strong. But I was calm, and I was timing my punch. Every punch I do with bad intention in a vital area.
Everybody thought that the magnitude of this event, your youth, the fact that you have been a little too impatient in past fights might make this a longer fight. How did you feel coming into this fight? How are you prepared to fight him?
Well, I told everybody I anticipated on a knockout because I was so calm, so relaxed, and I had so much belief in myself. Because my trainer, Kevin Rooney, and I want to get in here. We sacrificed so much and we put in so much, and I just knew we couldn't fail.
What was your plan? What did you feel from him in the first round?
Well, my plan was to stick my jab in his face, as you saw. It was hard in his face, and every punch was to throw with bad intention.
That he did. We're going to take a look at the final knockdown to show. And would you describe it for us, Mike?
Just look at every punch. I'm right there. Bad intention. Miss.
That missed. He's lucky.
And I'm just waiting. Boom. Right off the temple. Right off the temple.
It's easy to hit. The guy's open for everything. Look at that.
That's all it's about. I'm the youngest champion ever in the history of the sport. My record will last for immortality. It will never be broken.
And we're going to unify.
Why is it so important for you to be immortal, to have a record that you feel nobody will ever break?
Because I want to live forever.
That's all right. Did he ever hit you with anything?
He threw some punching glass at me, but even if they hit connect, I refuse to get hurt. I refuse to get knocked down. I refuse to lose. There's no way in the world I was going to go out this ring walking. I had to be carried out. I had to be dead. There's no way I was going to leave this ring alive.
It looked early in the second round that he had already recognized your power and that he was starting to hold on and just survive even as early as that.
Well, I don't know about that. If that was so, that was his problem. I was coming to destroy and win the heavyweight championship of the world, which I done. And I'd like to dedicate my fight to my great guardian, Cus D'Amato, and I'm sure he's up there and he's looking and he's talking to all the great fighters and saying his boy did it.
And smiling, that's right.
What are your ambitions from here on out?
To unify the title.
Will you consider yourself really the youngest champion until you unify the title?
Well, I consider myself the youngest. Look at the magnitude. Look what I draw here. Look at the fans. Everybody came to see this fight. This fight was unbelievable. It's the exciting moment of my life. I still can't believe the audience and everything. And I would have to save the championship fight.
Cus D'Amato, when he first saw you at the age of 13, 14, he said to you, "Stay with me and you can be the heavyweight champion of the world."
Yes.
And you said, "How do you know that? You just saw
what
me."
I said this is a crazy old white dude.
What do you think he saw in you?
I couldn't tell you. He's a genius. You can't. Everything he said happened. Isn't it true? Everything he said happened with me.
That's right.
Was it that he saw in you just strength, or did he see, do you feel some kind of character trait
It
that
had to
would
be.
carry you
Cus
through?
always depended everything on character and determination. He saw I had the character but not the experience. But he saw that I was good enough to fight more experienced fighters and win.
And he had the smart.
Next month, Tim Witherspoon fights Tony Tubb. You will fight the winner. Give us your assessment quickly of that fight, and what do you think about your chances against either of them?
I would love to fight the winner. I don't know who the winner's going to be, but I would love to fight the winner. I'm champion of the world. I'll fight any man alive, and I feel I could beat anyone in the world. And I'll take on all comers.
Thank you very much, Mike Tyson. That interview was longer than the fight. And back to ringside.